The inquiry into the cause of the tragic Fly Sax plane crash has revealed that the detour to Jomo Kenyatta International Airport instead of the original destination of Wilson Airport was requested by the airline company. The Kenya Civil Aviation Authority, while releasing the preliminary report, cited a passenger emergency caused by a flight delay as the reason for the detour.
Because that flight had been delayed, there were some passengers that were making a connecting flight at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. So company called the crew and told them to route via Jomo Kenyatta, drop the 3 passengers first, then proceed on to Wilson Airport so that those passengers could not miss their connecting flight. That is why there was a diversion. KCA or the air traffic control did not know at the time until after they were airborne. That is when they were informed by the crew as they were coming back to Nairobi. Because that flight had been delayed, there were some passengers that were making a connecting flight at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. So company called the crew and told them to route via Jomo Kenyatta, drop the 3 passengers first, then proceed on to Wilson Airport so that those passengers could not miss their connecting flight. That is why there was a diversion. KCA or the air traffic control did not know at the time until after they were airborne. That is when they were informed by the crew as they were coming back to Nairobi.
According to the report, the aircraft is said to have lost radar contact with the tower at 5:02 p.m. while traveling at 289 kilometers per hour at 11,200 feet and failed to clear a ridge, smashing into the mountainside while flying level. Transport Minister James Macharia is, however, cautioning against speculation into the cause of the crash, assuring interested parties of full information immediately investigations are complete.
We want to report factual outcomes. We don't want speculation because, if we start making conclusions before we can actually get into the real factual information, then we have a problem. Let us be patient. We are actually pushing as hard as we can to make sure that this final position is determined because we need to know.
Even so, Kenyans will have to wait for up to 3 months or more for clear details of what happened that fateful Tuesday afternoon that led to the death of all the 10 people on board from Kitale. This is according to the Chief Investigator of Air Accidents, Martin Lunani.
We realized that we've involved other states, other countries. Components were extracted and we need to take them abroad for further analysis. So that analysis depends on other bodies also. Probably to analyze it takes 3 months or so. So that's approximately the time.
You've seen what has happened, other accidents happening in other countries. Sometimes they take even years before it's determined, because it's not something which you can speculate. So I'm not saying we should benchmark with that. To us, we owe our duty to Kenyans to make sure we report back as soon as possible.
Part of the delay is because the flight had foreign passengers in the manifesto. Thus, investigations will also involve the transport safety organizations of the USA, Canada and Fiji. Responding to concerns over the slow process of identifying the crash site, the KCAA Director, Gilbert Kibe, revealed that the emergency locator transmission, ELT, which is used to locate a plane after a crash, did not deploy and was apparently damaged upon impact.